Welcome to another round of Catholic Would You Rather. This is round 3, where today we're asking you impossible questions and you have to make really hard choices.
So it's all in the spirit of some Mardi Gras fun because Lent does start on Wednesday, but today we're just going to enjoy the moment and ask some really tough questions.
So you're going to hear our answers today, but we also really enjoy hearing what you thought, so make sure you weigh in down below with your answers in the comments.
All right, we have 20 questions for you today. We have them written out, and the first one is that since Lent is a great time to go to confession, if given the opportunity, would you rather go to confession with St. John Vianney or with Padre Pio?
Oh my gosh.
I would like to go with John Vianney. So he was my saint of the year many years ago, and so I would just like to meet him. I've always been very curious about him.
Padre Pio could be mean in the confessional too. He could read your soul. Okay, let me think. I've got to think. I'm going to go with John Vianney too, because with Padre Pio, we have a lot of his writing. We have pictures of him. I think we even have some video footage of him. So we can know him that way, whereas we can't with John Vianney. And yeah, the Kyrie of ours all the way. So now we've all gone to confession, hooray. And now we have to figure out what penance we would rather have. Would you rather have as your penance praying the whole Stations of the Cross before you leave the church, or would you rather have the penance of giving up sweets for 3 days?
This is based off of real events.
At our
I
church?
have gotten the no sweets for 3 days, so I'm going to go the other route and try the Stations.
I've had them both. I've had the Stations and I've had no sweets for 3 days. And I have to say they're both brilliant, because with the Stations, you're not leaving the church anytime soon. You're going to think about your sins. But with the no sweets for 3 days, you're going to be thinking every day for 3 days, every time you reach for that candy bar, no, I'm a sinner. I'm going to go with no sweets for 3 days, because that penance really makes me stop every single day and think about my sins, think about how I could do better.
So then, speaking of Stations of the Cross, if this year you could go back in time and experience Good Friday, would you rather spend all day with Simon the Cyrene or with Joseph of Arimathea?
From having watched The Chosen, I'm thinking I would like to know who is Joseph of Arimathea in The Chosen. Yeah. But if you spent the day with Simon the Cyrene, you could also meet Rufus and Alexander, his sons, who were they continued to be big in the church after the day.
I would like to meet Joseph of Arimathea, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go
Don't really know why, but...
yeah, I'm going to go with him, too, because he's so enigmatic. He was a Pharisee, but he was a secret follower of Jesus. I would just like to, get inside his head. What were you thinking, Joseph? All right, for fasting during Lent, would you rather give up the internet for 40 days or give up texting on your phone for 40 days? If you give up texting, then you actually have to call people. So think of that.
Define the internet in this case.
The internet would be you're not going online, to social media or browsing. I guess that would be no YouTube, nothing like that. No recreational internet usage.
I hate calling people, so I'll give up the internet.
I'm okay with calling people, and I'm also really bad. A lot of times I send the wrong text to the wrong person. Do you ever do that? You send a text and someone says, "Why did you send this to me?" So
why did you send this to me?
I could have a break from that for 40 days, so I'm going to give up texting.
And then also going with the 40-day theme, would you rather spend 40 days in jail with St. Paul or in exile with St. John? I'm sorry, I'm going to exile. I don't want to be in jail.
Well, Paul's jail in Rome for 2 years, I think it was house arrest. So that might not have been bad.
I'm still going with exile.
But you'd have to listen to Paul talk the whole time.
I'm still going with John.
Yeah, I'm going with John, absolutely. Okay, it's John. So the next one is about picking your saint superpower. Would you rather be able to find lost things all the time like Saint Anthony, or would you rather be able to solve impossible problems like Saint Jude? Either way, people are going to be bugging you all the time, so think of that.
Right. I think I would rather go with find lost things.
Really? Why?
It seems like less pressure than
Oh, that's
impossible
true.
problems.
That's true. Yeah.
So I think it might, in the long run, be just a little easier and maybe a little less life-changing, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm thinking. Like impossible problems, like St. Jude.
He's got his work cut out for him.
Like finding your keys is one thing. Getting a cure for cancer, that's another. So I don't know. I guess I would take the easy road out and say finding lost things and leave the impossible causes to the professionals.
So next, would you rather spend a whole day in the convent with Saint Therese, Little Flower, or Saint Teresa of Avila?
Okay.
That's real easy for me. I'm going with Saint Therese for anything.
Therese, yeah. Yeah, I'm really tempted by St. Therese too, but to meet St. Teresa of Avila, she was so joyful and funny and wise. Oh my goodness.
We can split ways and compare
I
notes.
don't know. Okay, all right. If you go, I don't know, I'd love to meet St. Therese. That is such a hard call. Okay, all right, we'll split ways, we'll compare notes. I'll go with St. Teresa of Avila, and you can...
St. Therese.
St. Therese, okay. Oh. Okay, next one. Would you rather have your throat blessed on the Feast of St. Blaise or your pet blessed on the Feast of St. Francis? If you go with St. Blaise, then tradition says you won't have any throat ailments for the whole year after you've been blessed.
I think I would like to go with St. Blaise.
Okay.
I would take a whole year of no throat problems.
Okay.
I would also not like to bring any of our animals into a church.
I'm going with the blessing of the animals because I don't think I've ever been in the right place at the right time to go to a church that does that. And I think it would just be so much fun. The parochial vicar said he's definitely going with the blessing of the pets. He volunteers to help.
So would you rather have Blessed Carlo Acutis as your personal IT guy? So unlimited access, he's always there to help you when you need him. Or have St. Gianna Molla as your family's personal on-call physician?
So Blessed Carlo Acutis, patron saint of the internet. He is soon to be saint on Divine Mercy Sunday. So he would solve all your computer problems, when you forget your passwords or you're locked out of your phone or whatever, boom, he is there.
All right.
Okay, whereas Gianna Molla, who was a doctor, a pediatrician, like anytime you have a problem, she's just going to be there for you to help your whole family. Both? Both. Yeah, we're going to pick both.
I think I would like to have Carlo Acutis help me, especially at work. He can handle Microsoft Excel, so okay. I don't have to.
I'm going with Gianna Molla because I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. I'm always like, oh, what's this spot or what's this thing or I have a twinge. And if I could just run that by her whenever I needed to.
She'd get sick of you.
That would be great. And then this question is, you are going to work for a day helping a saint. Are you going to help Saint Andre Bessette answer the door up in Canada at the Oratory, St. Joseph, or are you going to help St. Maximilian Kolbe run his printing press operation back in the 1930s for the day? Again, both.
And both.
St. Kolbe was like the Mother Angelica of the 1930s. He started this printing operation that spread worldwide.
I don't know. I think I would do better as like a doorman. So I think I'll go visit Andre Bessette.
It's such a tough call, but I think I've always loved St. Andre Bessette. Even though I would love to meet Maximilian Kolbe, the humble doorman just appeals to me so much. So I'm going with him also.
So next, you are going back in time to meet a pope. Would you rather meet Pope Linus, the second pope, or Pope Leo I, Leo the Great?
Wow, Leo the Great. He's the one who tangled with Attila the Hun, who was about to invade his city. And, he was very humble. And he asked Attila to stop. And then Peter and Paul appeared next to him with fiery swords. Who wouldn't want to see that?
I would like to meet Pope Leo.
Pope Leo?
I'd like to meet him and hear his account of that encounter. But
Pope Linus, there's so little known about him, and he knew St. Peter. Peter handed off the papacy to Linus, so to talk to him about the early church, that would be also very interesting. But Yeah, the fiery swords, though. Yeah, Pope Leo the Great. I'm just going to go with Pope Leo also. Sorry, Linus. I think this next one is really tough. Would you rather be baptized in the Jordan River by John the Baptist or baptized on Pentecost by St. Peter? There were a lot of people there at Pentecost, like a big crowd. So it might have been just like quick and done, like get out of the way for the next person. Yeah, Peter's busy.
I still want to go with Pentecost though, because maybe it was a big event, but it was like, wow, it could be like a wow event.
That's true. You know? That's true. But meeting John the Baptist and being baptized by the baptizer, I can't stand the pressure. Okay, I guess I'll go with Pentecost also because that was such a big day in the history of the church. Yeah, Pentecost.
All right, so would you rather meet Louis Pasteur or Gregor Mendel?
So this is a Catholic scientist.
Yes, two of our
question.
Catholic scientists.
Okay, so Louis Pasteur invented the rabies vaccine, pasteurization of milk. Gregor Mendel, father of modern day genetics. So you go first, Kate.
I would like to meet Gregor Mendel. I mean, genetics is very interesting. And so I'd like to kind of pick his brain on that.
Okay.
I think it'd be interesting to hear from him on the topic.
Okay, so I'm going with Louis Pasteur all the way. No surprise, I'm a vet. I've been vaccinated for rabies. I've dealt with rabid animals. So I would love to meet him. Would you rather be with Saint Helena when she found the true cross of Christ in the Holy Land, or would you rather be with archaeologist Margherita Guarducci when she discovered St. Peter's tomb under the Vatican in the 1940s? The true cross of Christ.
Right, I think I would like to be there for that one.
Yeah, that's
St. Helena.
That one's hard to pass up.
It really
for sure.
is.
It really is. I mean, the excitement of finding St. Peter's tomb, that would be great, but the true cross of Christ, and what do we think? This is a no-brainer, the true cross of Christ.
Would you rather see Jesus walk on water or see him turn the water into wine? I'm going walk on water.
Really?
I've always been curious what the logistics of that look like.
That's true. Well,
like, what does it look like when someone walks on water?
If you went water into wine, you could be there at the wedding feast with the apostles and the Blessed Mother and see the reactions of all the people and the married couple. But yeah, I'm going walking on water too. Yeah, so that has a big wow factor. This is a goofy question. Would you rather wear purple every single day during Lent and Advent, or would you rather wear green every single day during ordinary time?
Purple.
Purple?
I'm sorry. Ordinary time is too much of the year for me to wear green every day.
I don't even think I own very much green clothing.
I own one green shirt.
I don't know if I own very much purple clothing either. So either way, we're going shopping.
And I do not want my wardrobe constricted for
by green.
The same for all of ordinary time.
Kate the leprechaun. Okay.
Right.
All right, I'm going purple too, I guess. Purple for both of us.
All right, so when you get to heaven, would you rather have your own white horse like Jesus in Revelation or a fiery chariot like Elijah?
If you had a white horse, you could go horseback riding with Jesus. But who cares? Fiery chariot. I'm going with fiery chariot all the way because that is so cool.
Oh, I'm going with the horse.
Really?
That's cooler to me.
Really?
I can take a ride in your fiery chariot.
Okay, maybe Kate will let me borrow her horse so I can ride with Jesus, and I'll give her a ride in my chariot. Would you rather teach catechism class at church for a whole year or be in charge of this year's vacation Bible school at your church? My answer is easy because I already teach catechism, do it, love it. I am not touching being in charge of vacation Bible school. No, just no. So for Kate, it might be a tougher call.
It is a tougher call. I don't particularly want to be in charge of a classroom full of kids, nor do I want to run VBS.
Just give them food every class and then they'll love you. It's fine.
I think I'm going to go with teach catechism because I could not run Vacation Bible School.
Yeah, our hats are off to all you VBS directors out there. It is a big job. If you know one, give them some love today because VBS season is coming.
They're already planning. So if you went back in time to the time of Jesus, would you rather be a shepherd or a tax collector?
Is there a third choice?
No.
Okay, because everybody hated the tax collectors, but the shepherds were outcasts of society.
I would rather be an outcast than hated. So I'm going to go chill with the shepherds.
Yeah, it's tempting because they had wealth, but to be hated by everyone and just knowing that you're like cheating, no. No, I'm going
Come with the shepherds.
Yeah, come be a shepherd. Okay, all right. And then the last question is one that requires careful thought, and it's this. Would you rather have unlimited funds for your entire life to buy whatever Catholic books you want or go visit any Catholic library you want anywhere in the world? Or would you rather be able to take a one-day tour of the Vatican with the Pope of your choice? Think about that.
I'm not sure. She does not get this choice. We are not giving her unlimited book money.
What?
So she's going to go to the Vatican.
Oh, yeah, I am going to the Vatican.
I'm going with you, honestly.
I'm going with Pope John the 23rd because he had a sense of humor. He was born in poverty and, he was funny and I don't know. I'm just going with him. Yeah.
I'm not sure who I'm going with, but I just know that I want to go.
Okay.
I'll see he'll take me.
Okay, so who would you go with if you went on that personal tour of the Vatican with any pope? It's fun to think about, it really is.
Right, so those were our third collection of Would You Rather questions.
I hope you have a big headache now, because I do.
Yes. So again, let us know in the comments what your answer to these different questions would be. We love reading your responses.
You guys always make us laugh. So we hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you have fun on Mardi Gras. Go do something fun. We're going to eat our annual apple fritters for Mardi Gras. So we hope that you have a holy and blessed Lent. And we thank you so much for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye.